Well, it's been over 24 hours since David Hundeyin dropped the bombshell in the camp of Tinubu, and yet not a word, as in not a word. There's been dead silence from his camp. This is unusual considering the fact that by now you would have heard from the likes of Festus Keyamo, you'd have heard from Bayo Ononuga, you'd have heard from Femi Fani-Kayode, you would have just heard all manner of things debunking it. But after 24 hours, we've heard nothing. There's been dead silence concerning this. And it got me curious. You know, many people have reported this incident, but why is it that the APC and the whole Tinubu's team of lawyers, Tinubu's camp of supporters, all of them have been silent on this matter? Why? I found out why, and I will explain why to you in this video. But it suffices to say that this is another big win for Peter Obi. When we say that Peter Obi will reclaim his mandate, people think it's a joke. Many people think it's just to get attention. No, it is not to get attention. It is to debunk the propaganda. Yes, we will continue speaking until every propaganda is debunked. But I must say something here. Like Aproko King will put it, every day, God just keep raising all manner of people to expose the fraud of the APC. The fraud of Tinubu. Every day, God keeps raising different people to expose the fraud of APC. Unfortunately, the APC people think that this is about getting attention. It is not. It is about putting the truth out there for Nigerians to see the fraud that is being covered up by the APC. Now, I was telling you that 24 hours after David Hundeyin dropped the bombshell of Tinubu's Guinea passport on Tinubu's camp, they've been silent. Now, I will tell you why they've been silent. They've been silent because they already knew. I was shocked to find out that APC, from the national chairman of the APC, from President Muhammadu Buhari, to the screening committee of APC's presidential primary committee, everybody in APC knew that Tinubu had dual citizenship. They knew. And they knew that Tinubu had drug case. They already knew. In fact, when I made this discovery, I started pinching myself like, why have I been trying to convince them that Tinubu was actually indicted in drugs case in the US? Because I just found out that everybody in APC knew. They knew. And not only did they know, one of their lawyers, Kayode Ajulo, actually wrote a secret memo to President Muhammadu Buhari and to Abdullahi Sule, the APC national chairman. He wrote to them, informing them, or not informing now, warning them that they should not field a candidate that had a drug case or that had dual citizenship, and that they should avoid what happened in Bayelsa from happening to their own presidential candidate. In fact, Kayode Ajulo made some very interesting statements. He actually said that out of the 25 presidential aspirants of the APC then, 22 of them had dual citizenship. So APC, President Muhammadu Buhari, the APC national chairman, they all knew that the candidature of Tinubu had K-leg, had comma, but they went ahead anyway to field him. Now the question is, why did they field him? And after fielding him, after a process that was fraught with irregularities, after deliberate actions to rig the election, that he was finally declared president-elect, why did they say go to court? If they knew that Tinubu had this comma around his candidature, what is it that they were believing in or they were hoping on that would make them so bold to actually say to Peter Obi or to PDP or to anybody, go to court, when they knew they had a faulty candidature? Why did they say that? Could it be that truly they had the judiciary in their pocket? Or could it be that they assumed that the judiciary is dumb and cannot find out what they already knew? Could it be one of these two? I hope the judiciary is watching. The Presidential Election Petitions Court, or what you call the Tribunal, I hope they are watching. Tinubu and his people already know that Tinubu has a drug case against him, has dual citizenship thing against him, and they talked about it in their secret memo to Buhari, so they know. So if they already know and they are saying people should go to court, it means that you, the judiciary, they either assume that you're stupid or they either assume that they have bought you over. Now it is your time to prove to Nigerians that you are neutral, that you are for the Constitution of Nigeria, and that you have not been bought over. It is up to you. Because the case doesn't even need proving by Peter Obi anymore. The team, the camp of Tinubu already know and acknowledge this from what Kayode Ajulo said. I will read what he said to you on 23rd of May 2022, almost 11 months ago. 23rd of May, just before the APC presidential primary, what Kayode Ajulo, a member of the APC, wrote to President Muhammadu Buhari and to the chairman of the APC, Abdullahi Sule. What he wrote to them, which proved that they already knew they were guilty. So if they already knew they were guilty and they are saying people should go to court, now we're in court. Will the court affirm their guilt or will the court do their bidding? Because right now they have proved the case for Peter Obi. Hear what Kayode Ajulo said. Activist once against presidential candidate with dual citizenship. I'm reading from Punch newspaper of 23rd May. That's Kayode Ajulo. Like it says, human rights activist Mr. Kayode Ajulo has written a letter to the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired, and the National Chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, on the danger of picking a candidate with dual citizenship or past criminal record. Kayode Ajulo said there was a plot by the opposition to ensure that the APC was disqualified on the basis of this, just as was done in the Bayelsa governorship race in February of 2020. This was just as the APC on Sunday indefinitely postponed its screening for its 25 presidential aspirant. Now, listen. According to Ajulo, at least 22 aspirants out of the 25 that are expected to be screened either have dual citizenship or criminal records, and this would be used in disqualifying the APC. The Punch independently confirmed that Senate President Ahmad Lawan has dual citizenship, as stated on his Form CF-001 submitted to the Independent National Electoral Commission in 2018. Governor Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State is also believed to possess dual citizenship. In a letter titled Secret Memo to the President and Leadership of the APC on the eligibility of persons to contest for the office of President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, dated 22nd May 2022, Ajulo said it was important for the APC to get its act together so that the party would not lose its deserved victory. Ajulo asked the APC to take into consideration the 1999 Constitution, specifically Chapter 6, Part 1, Section 131, and which outlines the basic requirements to be met by a candidate to be eligible for an election into the office of the President of Nigeria. He said these requirements include the aspirant must be a citizen of Nigeria by birth, the aspirant must have attained the age of 40, the aspirant must be a member of a political party and is sponsored by that political party, and must be educated up to at least school certificate level of or its equivalent. Ajulo added, Section 137 of the same constitution as amended goes further to illuminate this matter by providing for several situations which doth render a candidate ineligible to be elected as the president, stating that a candidate will be ineligible if he or she has voluntarily acquired the citizenship of a country other than Nigeria or has declared allegiance to such other country. He noted that the Constitution also disqualifies anyone that has been indicted for embezzlement or fraud by a judicial committee of inquiry or an administrative panel of inquiry or a tribunal, and which the indictment has been accepted by the federal or state government, or if he or she has presented a forged certificate to INEC. The lawyer added that the Constitution disqualifies anyone who has been found guilty of an offense involving narcotic drugs or any other psychotropic substance by any court or tribunal in Nigeria or any other country. This is a statement by Kayode Ajulo in his secret memo to President Buhari and Abdullahi Adamu, the chairman of APC. This is an APC member, a top-ranking APC member, writing a secret memo to Buhari and to the APC chairman, telling them that the Constitution disqualifies anyone who has been found guilty of an offense involving narcotic drugs or any other psychotropic substance by any court or tribunal in Nigeria or any other country. For those of you APC members who are arguing that the drugs case of Tinubu in the US, his indictment and conviction in the US does not apply in Nigeria, this is an APC member writing a secret memo to the president of Nigeria, President Buhari, and to the chairman of APC, Senator Abdullahi Adamu. This is an APC member writing it, telling them that the Constitution disqualifies anyone who has been found guilty of an offense involving narcotic drugs in Nigeria or in any other country. Ajulo added that the opposition was already monitoring the situation with a view to taking advantage of the fact that only 3 out of the 25 presidential aspirants of the APC then were eligible to contest. This is an APC member writing a secret memo to the president of Nigeria and the chairman of APC, telling them, hinting them, reminding them that the Constitution would disqualify, or the Constitution disqualifies a person like Tinubu, who has been found guilty of an offense involving narcotics drugs by a court, whether in Nigeria or outside of Nigeria. You see, the APC already know that Tinubu is guilty. They already know. They already know. All those of you Tinubu supporters who are arguing blindly, I wonder how much you have been paid to do that. And I hope that whatever you have been paid will serve you for eternity and that your conscience will be able to rest. I hope. Because your blind argument has been disputed now by a top-ranking APC member. Top-ranking APC member. Top-ranking APC member. So they already know about this dual citizenship thing. They already knew. APC already knew. Buhari already knew. Abdullahi Adamu already knew that Tinubu is guilty of it. They already knew. But what I don't understand right now is, having known, why did they still put Tinubu forward? Why? Is it that they really have the judiciary in their pockets? Or they really think that the judiciary is dumb? The judiciary must rise above board, must prove to Nigerians that indeed they are reverent justices, people of high esteem. I beg you, judiciary, don't allow these people with questionable certificate and questionable educational background to rubbish your years of service to Nigeria. I beg you, Nigerian judiciary, do the right thing. There's no amount of money they can give you that will equal or equate your reputation. Prove to these people that you are not dumb. Prove to these people that they don't have you in their pockets. Nigerian judiciary, the Nigerian people are looking up to you. Prove yourself honorable to them, because the case is already solved. Even the APC already admitted that they are guilty. They already admitted that the Constitution disqualifies anyone who has been found guilty of an offense involving narcotics, drugs, or any other psychotropic substance by any court or tribunal in Nigeria or any other country. This is an APC top-ranking member, my Lord Justice. This is a high-ranking APC member writing a secret memo to the president, which proves that they already know. So what are they coming to argue at the Presidential Elections Petitions Court, at the tribunal? What are they coming to argue there? Are they coming to fool the justices? It is up to you to prove them wrong. It is up to you to prove them wrong. The future of Nigeria is in your hand. I'm talking about the judiciary now. It is time for you to rise up and prove these people wrong, that you are able, that indeed you are honorable justices. I mean, how can APC do this to Nigeria? Having known this, some people should go to jail. People like Festus Keyamo should hide themselves in shame, their heads in shame. People like Femi Fani-Kayode should hide their heads in shame. Bayo Onanuga should hide their heads in shame. Anybody arguing blindly to defend Tinubu should hide their heads in shame, because he's an APC member writing a secret memo to President Muhammadu Buhari, which means you already know that the Constitution disqualifies anyone who has been found guilty of an offense involving narcotics, drugs, or any other psychotropic substance by any court or tribunal in Nigeria or any other country. We don't even have to argue so much. The APC secret memo to President Buhari and Abdullahi Adamu, the chairman of the APC, already proves our case. At least one of the 4 cases. You know, in this petition, Peter Obi has Tinubu cornered. The earth has 4 corners, yeah? North, south, east, west. Peter Obi has Tinubu cornered on all fronts. In the north, he has the dual constituency nomination of Kashim Shettima. In the south, he has the shady simple majority votes problem, with particular reference to states like Rivers, where results were forged. In the west, he has the drug case. He has the drug case. And so also in the east, surrounded on all 4 fronts. On the east, he has the question of the 25% of the FCT, which currently is a law, according to what we were told by former Chief Justice of Nigeria and Attorney General of Nigeria, Michael Andoka, that in 2008, in a suit filed by current President Muhammadu Buhari, the Supreme Court already ruled and interpreted that section 134 to mean that 25% of the total vote cast in Abuja is required. So on all 4 fronts, all 4 corners, Peter Obi has Tinubu rounded. It's checkmate, game over. Like I will say again, Nigerians, the truth is coming forward. I am happy the way things are happening, as God is just raising people to expose the fraud. I am particularly happy and proud of the Nigerian youths that have not been intimidated into silence, that have risen up to the occasion to speak truth to power, not minding whose ox is God. A new Nigeria is possible. We will take back our mandate. Well, it's been over 24 hours.